Welcome back everyone to Shadow Empire and our Arrakis-like planet, episode number 3. It isn't exactly Arrakis, but it's gonna do. In fact, Das Tactics showed me a planet which was actually very close to Arrakis, even down to the sandworms. Now, I don't know if those creatures were actually inhabiting the planet. He didn't actually play it. That one, he just kind of saved it, and it was on an earlier version of the game. But anyway, here we're facing the interesting dynamic that the Castello Republic did advance their unit way far forward, so we're going to have to react to them. We're kind of giving them a path out. Unfortunately, that path out will also once again block off this unit. It has enough supplies to last one more turn. And then we're trying to push down here. We really wanted to get to... what is this exactly? Yeah, an automated factory. This may be the grounds for war with the Montanak. Or if we're really lucky, the miner will be able to push down there, take it, and then we quickly swoop in and grab it. But, that's wishful thinking probably. So let's end the turn, and then I'll just cut away here, and I'll catch you back when the turn is done. Okay, round 6. No losses, no kills, 1 decision, 53 reports. When I see only one, another water deposit, having one right next to our city is probably going to be enough for now. Okay, we're still in the relative calm. Shadow Diplomat, plea of friendship. Okay, yeah, we know. We know. Alright, so how did they... Okay, good. So they did retreat out the path that I was hoping that they would go. Now it just remains to be seen whether or not they are going to engage in territory taking with Montanak. I believe they are operating under the same rules that I am operating with Castello, which means that territory can freely be exchanged unless they've signed some kind of treaty. That is an option. Okay, so let's get this militia guy back. In fact, I'll even put one unit here to kind of guard his passage. This one is supposed to be exploring more territory. We may... So I was expecting that the planet, or the city that Castello, the city of Castello itself, I think it'll be named Castello. I was expecting it to be at a ruins area. Now, interestingly enough, I guess we won't be getting this population happiness. I will be able to tell if we are in the city description. Oh, yeah, hot baths is actually still working for us. So it must have been lost. Yeah, hot baths. It must have been lost basically right after this turn. Can we, we can move here, won't be able to take it back. Yeah. The only thing I could do is maybe move this way. And that'll clear, oh, yeah. So we can do it this way. I think I'll do it like that. Are we too far away to get supply? I think so. This is going to be such a fun start. I keep saying it, I know. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I really like this dynamic with the roads moving through the sand, especially the sand dunes. So we do have plain sand, which is going to be great. We're going to have to maneuver around the dunes, though, and we're kind of stuck in the middle of it, so... Okay, how are we doing here? 1 turn's down. Doesn't look like we are going to be able to complete the next one, and I can probably, if I stare at this screen for long enough, I can probably parse together whether or not that's true. 1 turn left. So, what did we need for the building of it? Basically, industrial points. 125 is going... Okay, it does look like that 125 is going. Delivery. 125 could be consumed, was actually available and consumed. 58 was produced, and our inventory is 58. So I suspect that means we are not going to be able to get all the way done with... Wait, 58, but industrial points sitting here is 108. Yeah, I honestly have not yet figured out this system. It doesn't work how I imagine it will. Like, I just can't parse these numbers quite yet. Which one is the one that shows... Okay, so SHQ delivery. Does this mean that 125 is going to be delivered to the SHQ? Or is this delivered to the SHQ? Zone consumption. That one to me actually does make sense. 125 was consumed by the zone, but is that from the... I feel like there's another inventory that I'm not looking at here. Namely the SHQ inventory. No, wait. But that should only be this. So if it has 100... Why am I not seeing 108 in this screen? Let's go back over here and start of turn. Yeah, it's weird. I actually don't see 108 here. Okay, I see... Wait. No, I get it. 50 is our production. I don't know why it's saying 58. Oh boy. That doesn't make sense. If I go to items here, maybe it'll make more sense. No, yeah, we're gaining 58. Input was 125. So... Request by zone, Senate. Okay. Assumption. Okay, it was consumed. We have 58 in stockpile. Alright, well I guess the only way for me to figure this out, although it says we have 108, this is also saying that we have 58? I don't know. We'll have to see how it looks next turn. We're still trying to figure out the logistics. I think Das Tactic has a good handle on this. And by the way, just a reminder, he does have a tutorial series going up, which could be helpful. So do we want to sell anything? We do have a good steady income, steady influx of oil or fuel. So that's always not something. Let's look at our one decision before we go too crazy here. Oh, yep, perfect. So threat of war. Castello Republic has contacted us that his raiders are ready and willing to invade us. He noted that he, however, is reasonable, and a small payment of 400 credits will buy them off. No way. So this one we don't even have to answer. I'm not going to pay him 400, even though we probably could accrue that much money. And I know I really want Mind, but honestly, I also don't care about Mind if it comes down to it, to taking over these guys, because I'm not going to, you know, I won't be pushed around by terrorists or something like that. So this unit is just going to come home, so no matter what, it needs to get supply next turn. I do want to still push forward here because I want to make sure that we're gaining back the territory that this guy was like taking away from us. And then I think I just move over here, maybe here, just to keep pressure on. I guess like this. And with the threat, I think I'm going to move this unit down and in. It's also nice to have a unit that's in the city, which will help with unrest. So it's not... I'm sorry, Danger. Danger's not doing too bad, though. Okay. I mean, we want to keep our population happy. It'd be great. Yeah, okay, so ignore that. Assets are going fine. So, yeah, let's just kind of focus on the assets real fast. Let's just make sure I understand what's going on. So our stockpile is 58, but we're supposedly producing 58, but yet the stockpile must be a different category. Yeah, the zone has 58 industrial points in reserve stock. Of these, the zone provided 2325 industrial points stockage to its SHQ. I do not understand what that third line means. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. 58, stockpile 58, we produce 58, and we're at 108. Okay, so I think that we're good to end the turn here, and then we'll go back, and first thing we're going to check on is this. There's nothing else I really need to do at this moment. We're basically waiting to see how things go with Castello. We're holding up here in the north. Maybe one day we'll be back over here, but it's not a high priority. And we're just monitoring the situation with this militia unit. So, let's end the turn. And that means I'll cut away again. Oh yeah, so I think we'll have enough time to get this all going. Back we are for round 7. 4 decisions this time. We do want to go back and look at the history. Oh, Antinio territory has violated our borders and has declared war on us. Okay, fine. Not ideal, but I feel like we're very well equipped for it with the current militia forces that we have. Sealed roads. Okay. Okay. Archaeological report. I still don't have... Yeah, we don't have an asset which produces metal. That's absolutely true. I probably should have read the rest of that. So this is the big news, obviously. I'm the big spoiler, but I think that's actually the only thing that happened. So this guy moves back, moves out. Unless they have a unit occupying this automated factory, which is possible. It doesn't look like that Costello and our... What was this again? I forgot the name. Montanak? I don't think that they are at war, because they're not exchanging territory. This guy moved back, I think? Oh no, it was this unit, exerting zone of control. And then this is where the guy comes. Okay, so, and then that one moved, where did he move? Yeah, he moved here. Okay, very good. So we have an idea of what's going on. Oh my, oh, so, okay, so Costello, is that, Antenio is Costello? Well, it does appear that way. I mean, fair enough. I'm not sure why they would declare war. We are by far the superior... I don't know. I feel like we are going to win this handily. But... Let's see. How do I want to deal with this? I can attack down this road. This is actually mechanized. The buggies can be a little bit tricky to deal with. We have 200 RPGs here. We have a lot more. 300, I mean, tanks, everything. Okay, so let's do the bombardment. I wanted to do the bombardment with this unit. No return fire expected. This might be enough to allow us to attack. We landed a hit right away. Okay, no real bombardment actually, because I should have at least looked at what they look like afterwards, but 4.5 to 1, I don't really think that that's a good value, so I'm going to just spend my bombardment on the other unit instead. This is still a little bug. You can get a free round of bombardment. Oh, we actually killed a truck. That's good. This one actually looked very good. So we killed that truck, and we got 5 other units to retreat, including a truck, which doesn't really matter. Their combat effectiveness is 0 no matter what anyway. But getting the 2 raider militia, getting the 2 militia bikers, honestly, they were regular tank and the buggies would have been higher priorities, but it didn't work out that way. And we still got very, I think we got very lucky killing anything, so that's a good sign, right? Same kind of deal up here. We'll move north. That's going to be 70. It's going to be 70, it looks like, no matter what. So we'll go here, and then I will hit A for the ranged attack, right click, and we'll just do some ranged bombardment. Just for a few turns. We'll see if we get any hits. Doesn't look like it. 1 hit, actually. But I don't know what good it did, if any. Move back to move mode. Sometimes it's easy to forget that you have to swap back and forth. So we actually really need this unit to come back and get in supply. Same with this one, right? Just need them to come back home. Then we put... Wait, we got another militia? Oh, fantastic. I think. No, this is the one from last turn. And yeah, never mind. These are both put there last turn. So now it's going to be a little bit more difficult for our mobile units, which we have 3 of, unfortunately. Normally I'd love that, but in this case it just doesn't work out to be, very helpful. I think we'll just put this guy to kind of cover that area, and the other one has to move north. We can then do ranged bombardment here in the usual manner for 1 round. Yeah, was not effective. And I don't know... Do we want to do ranged bombardment here? I guess we will, sure. This will be more rounds of it at least. Should be a full 10. We'll see if we get lucky, get some hits. Recon is really low, which is going to impede our ability, I think, to actually land the hits. And unknown effect. This is zero hits, so no effect. Okay, well that's still fine. Let's take a look. Okay, 58 was the number. That's what I forgot. 58 we had, and we had 108 in the stockpile. and it finished. Okay, so what this means is the industrial points are consumed a turn ahead of them actually being used by the construction, if I understand that correctly. Now we had 108 in here, and how does that work? If we needed 125 for the phase 2, where did it come from? Okay, 58 and 67. That is 125. So maybe the production went directly in, so it didn't get put into our stockpile. And then so after the 58 went in, 67, or maybe, oh sorry, maybe it was the production. Maybe they took 67 from us. No, consume was 125. So, like I said, it seems like there's a stockpile. Okay, yeah, it does look like this way. This is a stockpile for the zone, and this is the stockpile for your actual SHQ, which is pretty confusing. But now I think I'm just banking on the fact that I'm wrong here. But this might be how it works, because the numbers are not adding up, right? There's no stockpile of water. There is here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the zone items. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. There's no stockpile of industrial points right now, and the reason for that is, right, we produced 58. We had an influx, which was taken. So 58 went in, 58 went out. Yeah, God, I need to just, I don't want to do it on camera here. Maybe I'll go over and watch Das Tactics video too. But it's just, I mean, I know that 125 was spent. Just can't really parse how it's supposed to be read. So, let's go to the decisions to distract from my ineptitude. Which is not a word. What the heck's going on with me? Let me be frank. I have enemies even within our nation, therefore I request your permission for my own personal guard. The middle one is always going to give us mine for these, and it doesn't offend her, Erin Raidenhall. It reduces autocracy, which is good. So I guess it's just, I mean, even better, it's going to impress our first SHQ, which is very helpful. Ominous sealed door in Cambridge. Oh boy. Okay. Indefinitive quarantine. I guess that means it's supposed to be indefinite quarantine. We can either open the door, study the situation first. This does cost a fair chunk of political points at 8. And it is a roll of D100 plus 23 versus 100 D50 plus 100, so it's almost impossible to succeed. I think we can make sure the door stays closed for now. Or we can do government, destroy the whole tunnel complex thing. No, I don't want to do that. Let's make sure it stays closed for now, because I may want to open it later. I'd like to study the situation first, once we have a better science roll. And I just don't know who is making this science roll. Is it Raidenhall who's doing it? I don't know. Okay, Bernador has entered our territories. He requests an open line of communication. Bernador. Oh, what the heck? Bernador. Yes, absolutely. Bernador, say yes. Accept. Which for some reason is going to annoy our Supreme Command Council director. But I think it's worth it, because we have the border that we want with them. Oh my goodness, who is this? Montanak. Okay. They really don't like us. Goodness gracious. An envoy from them has proposed us to accept a small group of 1,000 rather special refugees. I've had this before. They are outcasts. Should we accept them? It's plus meritocracy minus government. Well, actually, minus government is probably couldn't come at a more perfect time, since we're limited on meritocracy. I mean, government anyway. But we're not limited on... I mean, this is just perfect. Yeah, we'll take it. And I think it actually gives us 1,000 people as well. So let's see. 66,400, 73,600.
Wilco.
Oh, missing dialogue box there, 736. I don't know if it did anything. Maybe it was just abstracted into the you know, profile changes. I don't know. Okay, anyway, pretty successful turn. What the most important thing is that we just built this asset. And since we're not building any assets right now, we can just store up a bit of industrial points. Get ready for wherever we need to use that next. Obviously, finding water is no longer a key for us. And I thought we found this another water deposit. Is that it, or did I find a third one? I might have found it and then lost the territory or something. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to get through these dunes until I can afford to build roads. And just take a look. How much does it take to build? It's 20 normally, right? But 120 to build on dunes. Okay. Ordinarily, it's, you know, like 40 points to build on the plain sand and all that. Okay, I think we can end the turn then. I don't think there's anything more I can do right now. So, oh, maybe trade. Let's just always want to keep an eye on the traders to see if there's not a deal we can squeak out. With metal being in such limited supplies, and I really, really want a factory. So I don't think that that's a viable option. Water was down, but it should be skyrocketing now. In fact, before I forget, what I want to do is actually go and turn this to 50% production. And food, we're actually losing food too. That is really not good. That is really, really not good. Why are we losing food? We produced 616, output was 253. Where the hell, how do you get 330 could be produced? 286 was delivered by Zone Militia. Is that like leftovers or something? Okay, minus 54 is, okay, this does not make sense. Stockpile of 144. Delivered from zone to SHQ was 253. Okay, delivered from zone was 253. That checks out. Sent to units was 244, so we should have gained 9. But consumed by colonists and recruits was 61. And then minus an additional 2 gets us to 54. Okay. Well, it's starting to make sense. You have to look at both these, the first SHQ and this screen, to be able to get a good idea of what's going on. But can't say I fully understand it yet. I mean, I have a fuzzy idea. Again, let's just end the turn and see what happens. Well, that was a pretty brutal turn resolution. We killed 400 infantry, we have 5 decisions, but things are going to look a little bit different on the map. Okay. So we have a send spy. Multi-unit. Okay, that's just telling us about regular troops. I wish those deleted pop-ups would stay deleted, or I could turn off those advisors. To figure out a way to turn that off. Maybe it's in the preferences. Oh yeah, show advice. Let me just turn that off. Yeah, there it is right there. That's the big surprise. So we'll have to see who even got supply. This poor militia unit. It got enough supply that it can move forward, so that's good news. And we'll be doing our best to... Oh, that didn't work as well as I wanted. Gosh. Guess this unit has to move forward, or do we just give up our... How do we deal with this? Bring you home? Maybe. Actually, maybe this is the unit which stays here. And you go home. Okay, Okay, we'll leave you here because that'll also help with unrest. I think we just do a basic ranged attack with this militia. After this I'll go right to the term resolution just to see what exactly was happening.
Copy that.
Good, we got 4 hits. Which doesn't show up at all. Okay, let's do this term resolution. So, things started nice. They back away. They moved. They moved. That's all they did, but that was enough. Then they did this is where they lost their units. We've been kind of stuck in that hex for a while, so I don't know how much. I don't think sand offers much of an entrenchment, but we probably have that bonus maxed. So they attacked, it looks like it's like almost equal numbers into a pretty entrenched position. And they lost. Well, no surprise. Probably this last one is us losing a little bit of territory. Yeah, there it is. So we own those. I don't think it's actually going through anymore. We can double check Cambridge. Oh, brother. 16 private. I'm looking at this. We lost 9. Population happiness increased by 1, but it was diminished by 6 with danger because of this stupid militia guy. And then it was also diminished by 4 because our governor is apparently corrupt. Well, that's not good. So I still think we want to heavily prioritize. I mean, we're still gaining political points, so I want to make sure that this is heavily prioritized.
Yes, sir.
Confirm a 5% shift of funds.
Copy
We'll
that.
accept a new candidate. Bureaucratic assets reach at least level 2. That's
Copy
acceptable to me. It's something I want to do anyway. I don't think we're quite ready for yet another council. So we'll wait on this one.
Yes, sir.
And Senator extradition, a former senator from Montanak. Okay, Montanak again. Now Montanak is requesting his extradition. Okay, so we can either take the commerce and have relations increase, or we can take the meritocracy and have commerce decrease. I still think we're going to go with the meritocracy here. Yeah, the penalty, I really want my economic council member to be in pretty good standing with me. This person's also really good, yeah. What's their suitability now? It started off with like 0, right? And I'm sure it's much, much higher now. Suitability rating is 18. Okay, that's good. It's climbing. So yeah, we'll go ahead and let relations decrease. I think we're gonna. Who knows if we have enough time to even build up? We don't have any ruins. Where is our metal going to come from? Metal is going to be a serious problem. The closest thing I can think to do is go and grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which really ought to be Robespierre. This is a major, though. It's not like they're going to be easy to conquer. Tough, tough, tough. Alright, well, I know that this unit got beaten up on a fair amount in our bombardment. So we could go over, do more bombardment, and then maybe even do an attack. So let's do this. See if we can land some hits.
Copy that.
No. Doesn't look like it. I'll move more recon in, and it says 20 to 1. 20 to 1 is a really good odds, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. What's our recon, though? It's 205. That's good knowledge of what's there. Did lose 1 unit. And we only killed 1 unit. So I don't know, man. 20 to 1 odds. We did win, but we lost as many units as they lost. Luckily for us, it was only the rifle militia, not any more valuable unit. Just can't really determine if that was actually worth it, though. I guess I'll move forward, because our other militia unit, the one that did the bombardment, is going to protect our rear. Okay, so we already did the bombardment here. I guess so. Yeah. Alright, this is the only other unit that we can do something with. I think I'm gonna... There's nothing valuable here I'm protecting. Let's just go ahead and move this one back. We're gonna want that one back at home to help. It's funny because I thought that this Costello was the one who declared war on me on that one, and the video, whatever this is, VidCom pop-up. But it was actually Antenio that declared war on me, the Western one. So we're at war with everyone but the majors. Things could be better, I think. Let's just put it that way. Let's turn off the logistics for the moment and go over to trade to see if there's anything interesting there. Metal's still expensive. Food is positive again. Yeah, that is so confusing. Everything's positive, even with 50%, our water is just skyrocketing upward. We probably want to think about buying machine parts now that I know that we will need them. I think I could take the full 5. That would take all of our money. 231. I don't think there's a... I mean, we might need metal. Let's at least buy 3. Shoot, you know what? I'm going to buy 5. And oh man, our SHQ commander, he lowered the price by 41 credits, which is pretty substantial. You know, like 20%. So water is being sold at a very low value. Let's go ahead and turn down that water production. Oh, did I not do that last turn? Oh, I did. We'll go down to 25%. This green bar, by the way, does not exactly scale. Like this is the bar at 50%. You would be, you know, very you would have very bad vision if you imagine that this meter right here is halfway right now. It looks like it's 25%, and then the 25% there's like just a green sliver. I think it might not even be green at all. So just a warning on that. It doesn't work out, you know, it doesn't look quite right, but it is working. Trade, sell. I don't think so. Well, yeah, with fuel only at 0.2, I don't think we'll sell yet. So we'll just wait one more turn. Try to get through one more turn, I guess. And see if... I mean, it's quite possible we're going to have to raise a new formation here. Brigade. Yeah, we have 91% of what's needed for a machine gun infantry brigade. And I really like these. They do take extra... this might be one of the occasions where I actually go with just normal infantry. Did I already show? I think I already showed the models we're dealing with. So... yeah, our machine guns are better. I probably should go with those. They even have more heart attack with... yeah, and that is a very strange thing. Machine guns with more heart attack than normal infantry. It's not something you see very often. So, okay, let's end the turn here. I don't think I'm missing anything else. This is such a deep game. You have to play it pretty slow, and I feel like I might be rushing a little bit too much. Let's take a look at the demands. I'm going to slow down for half a moment here. Let's start to soak in all the information for a moment. We need a second bureaucratic asset level in 12 turns. That's plenty of time. And we want to get, oh yeah, this industry asset in 11 rounds. That is, I don't know why I promised that. That's going to be basically impossible. What I want to do is probably trade and sell as much as I can in order to eventually buy metal. But unfortunately, metal itself is very expensive right now. Well, another thing we could do is just try to go ransacking any villages that... well, I think all these villages have already been ransacked, but... because they can give you little goodie huts. Man, this is tough. We have no metal production, and I just really don't know where it's going to come from. So 10k scavenging. This will be on for a while. I may have to just, I don't know where I'll get the money from, but I may need to buy it so that we get the metal. I think we get more metal that way. Okay, but anyways, I'll end the turn here. Okay, we're back. It was a very exciting turn report. We'll definitely go through that right away. We killed 800 infantry. We lost 100. Unfortunately, okay, we discovered radioactives. That's very valuable. And we gained curiosity, which is also very good. Let me go to the history and then hopefully... Okay, let me do the management first just to see what this is. Curiosity. Cultural adjustment bonus. It's not going to impact us for our first city, but I think it helps with the future cities. Let's go to the history. Start off like this. First see their movement. There's the radioactives. It looks like they're going to gobble it up right away. But it's still nice to know that that's theirs, so we'll probably end up building a road from Cambridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's within the 6 hex range for administrative strain as well. Acids outside of 6 hexes away can suffer from, or cause you to suffer from administrative strain. So they did all this, and then this is the really bad one because we lost Galactic Republic grade infantry. That's just such a bummer. Like this GR, it's just not labeled correctly. Then they attacked me here and they lost 200 for 0. So we still did well, right? This was 600 casualties for them, and only 100 for me. But unfortunately, we lost super elite units, and they're continuing to push whatever that is up in the north. Okay, well, fair enough. We're actually starting to lose supply here. That's perfect sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's the exact limit of the logistics. So we'll probably come back with this one as well. I want to make sure that the city has to be our first focus, right? So that's just got to be what we do first. So I think our first order of business is just we have to cut this unit off. We have to kill it. And the only way we can attack it with this Galactic Republic infantry, which is pretty potent, is if I move with this. I mean, the main thing I want to make sure I do is cut it off. So this unit can move here. This unit can move. It doesn't even have to. Move it here, and then what we're going to end up doing is well, I think with this movement, so we'll do range bombardment from this unit and this unit, which cannot attack, and I think I'm going to move this one and try to get the job done with these two. Okay, so let's do this, swap, and pick 20. 80. Okay, good. So let's do this ranged attack. See what we get done. Wow, that's okay. Extremely effective.
Copy that.
End of bombardment. That's still very good. That's a lot of hits. And they're cut off too, so this time we don't have the issue where we have to chase them down. We'll do the attack with both. Attack. Hopefully we get them done quickly.
Enemy.
Come on, come on. Get them done. Get it done.
Mission success.
Oh. Wow. Holy cow, that was extremely close. What round did we win on there? On round 10. Unbelievable. On the last exact attempt. Without any casualties, too. That's extremely good. Oh, goodness. That was crazy close, though. I'm going to move them closer just because it will help our logistics lines. Same kind of idea here. I think we'll just kind of let people wander backwards. Might even just pull that guy back. We know where that radioactive is. In fact, I'm just going to start doing this. Dirt road. Ooh, but it'll divide my logistics. We're going to need it eventually. So I'll just go back to traffic and I'll block all of that for now. So we see it's blocked. No logistics is going to flow that way for now. It'll just keep going down this road. Go back to movement mode, and these guys are just, I mean, I know that we were having some good success putting the attack on. I would love to keep attacking, but it's going to take 60 action points even to move in there, so forget it. And that really is just a bummer. But we'll move all the way back. We're just going to regroup. Gotta take care of the raiders first, because that's the big... In fact, we need to put people in the city, so hopefully that bolsters the people's confidence. Because this is not good, having your population happiness below 50. Do we have any? Okay, we do have gladiators. I think. See, now we're not in a position where we can even play the unrest. $60-10 is just so much unrest. That's just a crazy amount. I probably should have played it right at the very beginning when I was talking about it. Now if we do it, it's going to be such a long time before we can get back up, but I mean the good news is we'd be getting 1 extra point of quality of life happiness in this exchange. So I think that the 6 danger points are going to drop pretty quickly, because we don't have any enemy assets close to the city anymore. Logistics should be a little bit better. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to divide this out. Now that we're not there, we're not below here anyway, so logistics can flow from here up to my militia, and God, these guys made it all the way back. They deserve it. Alright, House Tortuga's good. So this is a 41-minute episode. I'll probably be moving to like 35 to 40-minute episodes, or like this one, maybe even a little bit over, every other day. That's what I plan for the release schedule for this series to be. Every other day, 35 to 40-minute videos. So we'll conclude this one here. House Tortuga, off to a... I don't want to say rocky start, because, my goodness, the puns, but it's... Like, we have, like, really powerful militia units. We don't have any metal, and I think that's generally a should that generally be a problem on sand planets? I don't know, but that is, I mean, our desert planet, we need metal, we need to find metal somewhere. Radioactives will not be a problem, which is good, but that's pretty far down the tech tree, so it's not really relevant yet. And let's just, right before we go, take a look at the tech tree. Yeah, we've only discovered sealed roads and we're researching it. We've already researched barracks. We probably would benefit from getting a military, I mean, if we're going to be this military gung-ho, we probably will benefit from a military research council. So I'll consider getting that in the next video. But until then, thanks for watching, and take care.